What it is. Thank you for joining me for another DTube and Steemit exclusive. I've been captured away from YouTube by the wonder of the Steemit and DTube platform. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for joining me even though I have a cold. It got me off for a couple days, but I had to come back with some news for you. That's my CryptoKitty Doshi. He's single-handedly slowing down the Ethereum network. I'm Nathan Stoltman. I tell you about stuff on here. I just wanted to bring up something that I think is about to become, maybe not about to. I'm usually a little too far in the future as far as my predictions, but there is going to be a reckoning, I believe, with Steemit and copyright. And I'll tell you the couple of reasons I had this thought come to me. One of them, there's just too much money to be made on Steemit. Those of you who are casual watchers of this platform, of which there aren't that many, most of the users on this platform are more dedicated, but you may not understand, if you're not a content creator with a following, what is happening here. It is like the gold rush. We could say it's like they're giving away money for free. I don't know how it works. I'm going to show you how some people are taking advantage of it, though. But what this platform allows is for people like me, who people have been watching on YouTube for free for a long time because YouTube actually wouldn't allow my channel to monetize. The day after I monetized my channel, it was disabled from monetization forever. Yet here, I can make a post, people can upvote it, and it somehow magically pays me in cryptocurrency, which I can turn into other cryptocurrency, which proceeds to go up in value forever. I'm telling you, you have to think about doing this. It's pretty amazing as long as it lasts. But what that has created is a situation where people can make money for posting other people's content. I guess that's what I'm going to come down to. I'm going to show you one account in particular that does nothing but that and makes a lot of money for it in cryptocurrency, which can readily be converted into dollars, even in the United States. And I'll tell you a story. So I can see it's changed a lot, first of all, in the last 30 days. Maybe a lot of content creators on Steemit don't realize how much more valuable their work has become because you just see a dollar amount next to your posts and you don't realize that the value of each dollar has gone up by a factor of 10 since you might have last checked. If you were like me, you never even took your money off the platform because you figured it wasn't worth that much to begin with. Things have really changed. I'll let you know if you're a casual listener. Because of that, I see the potential of the platform and the potential for people getting in now while it's still building, because we assume it will only grow and grow like other things related to cryptocurrency. We may see the value of Steem dollars continue to rise, the value of Steem continue to rise, and this thing will get more users, more creators, et cetera, et cetera. And those who get in at the bottom are likely to see the gains over time. That's what I'm letting people know. So I know somebody, I'm email friends with somebody who's a kind of a big deal alt media writer, and who's published on Zero Hedge, exclusively republished on Zero Hedge as a deal. I said, hey, you got to check out this Steemit thing because, you know, people are making, well, people on the trending page are making $1,000 to $2,000 a post right now. And I'm not saying he could start off by getting that, but, you know, take advantage of it while it's there because nobody else is making the money off his content. I actually asked if I could use his content while he was taking his time to decide whether to get on or not. And big Bitcoin promoter, this person, and still it was a little bit like pulling teeth trying to get him interested in the platform. He said, no way I could republish his stuff. But then I pointed out to him, and I'll show you this account that I was going to tell you about. Right now, someone I follow And I've been following Zero Hedge, the website, which looks like this, for a long time. Okay. And I read their articles. I read a good percentage of all the articles they post. This Steemit account with 2,500 followers is called Zero Hedge, with a 0 instead of an O, I believe. 2,530 followers, says he offers the best of zerohedge.com and is not affiliated with them. So he is not, this individual or entity is not affiliated with Zero Hedge, as the person states, and yet reposts sometimes up to 5 articles a day, maybe more than that in the last 24 hours, that are directly lifted from the website Zero Hedge. I've seen people write articles about this saying that they advocate for it or don't advocate for it. I'm just showing you what it is. This is an article that was posted earlier today. If art isn't a bubble, maybe Bitcoin isn't either. You can see this is the article right here on Zero Hedge, which itself was an article from Forbes.com. You have to tell me what you think. I'm telling you there's too much money now, because what I said to this guy, I said, hey, by the way, there's somebody over there already repost. I said everything from Zero Hedge, and likely has already reposted your content. And, you know, some of these people are making, I said maybe he was making $500 a post. Turns out probably on average, he's making $200 a post, maybe more. If you take a look here, we can take a look at his earnings. Here's one from 6 hours ago. It's up to $80. So that's worth almost $400 right there. More than that, really, based on the current exchange rates. Some of these others get up to 12 or 15 Steam dollars, but even that is 60, 70 bucks. And here's another one from 6 hours ago. That's worth about $400. So this person or this individual is making a very nice living in cryptocurrency right now just by reposting other people's work. Now, I'm going to say I'm so excited about this thing, and I like the idea of having a blog and being able to share stuff I'm interested in with people that follow me. And a lot of stuff that I'm interested in, they don't have Steemit blogs right now. For example, David Icke, I don't think he's on Steemit yet. I saw a video he did talking about Trump and Israel, and I'm really interested in Trump and Israel. He was on the Richie Allen show talking about it, and I posted it on my blog, and I probably made 25 bucks from it, or maybe something like that, maybe more, from people who were interested in it. And I want to know, is that okay? Is that something that's not cool, not within the community guidelines? Steemit is kind of like the wild, wild west to me right now, and I'm trying to be as proper as possible with the kind of work I post on there by not having it just be completely ripped off of somebody else who's also on the internet and who may or may not have a Steemit presence right now. I mean, it's a really sticky wicket, I would say. And that's why I wanted to bring it up today. So I'm trying to remember if there was anything beyond that. You know, for individual writers, I could really see they're not making that much per article. And a lot of them are giving away their work for free to be on these websites that run ads. And Zero Hedge is a terrible offender. Run ads that are disruptive to the process of reading the articles themselves. And then those websites are earning all the money off the ads and simply running these articles as a service, basically, just for the platform so that the author can plug his links. That's it. Steemit offers the potential for these same content creators to start their own blogs, obviously, which is what I recommend first. But for other people to make money off the content too. And there would be a great way, I hadn't thought of this at the beginning of this video, but it would be great if there were a way for curators, for example, to share some of their proceeds if they have a good following, let's say, and can convince a real content creator who isn't yet on Steemit to allow them to repost on their blog, for example. It's become, in this system, and it was always going to be this way, but it's more obvious now that there's more money. It's become obvious how important it is and how valuable it is to have a following on Steemit, a built-in following. Because once you do, people will tell you, you have a built-in amount of proceeds you'll get from every single post. And then you'll have other ones that will do better, obviously. But it's a guaranteed income stream, and people really need to do their best not to abuse it and start posting spammy content. If they do, their audience or their followers certainly have the opportunity to not reward them the same as well. So the system is meant to be built in with some level of protection against abuse. But what do you think? Do you think that there needs to be a copyright reckoning where the community puts out some kind of guidelines for what is moral or what isn't? Are those guidelines already out there and I just don't know about it? Those are the questions I have coming up. I'm looking into the future of this if it stays like this and how much money there is to be made. Right now, it's relatively small, but it pays off on an individual scale for sure, especially considering what these content creators may have been making for doing this kind of work in the past. All right, thanks for bearing with me, even though I'm under the weather. I appreciate your comments under this. I appreciate you upvoting and re-steaming it, of course, and I'll continue to bring you more exclusive DTube and Steemit content. Cheers. That's what it is.